श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री सद्गुरु परमात्मने नमः। सर्वमहर्षिभ्यो नमः। 22nd श्लोक। वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि देवानामस्मि वासवः इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि भूतानामस्मि चेतना। Substance. Among the Vedas I am Samaveda. Among the gods I am Indra. Among the senses I am the mind, and I am the intelligence among living beings. 23rd sloka. Rudranam Shankarashchasmi Vittesho Raksharaksasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Mer Shikarinamaham. Substance. Among the Rudras I am Shankara. Among the Yakshas and Rakshasas I am Kubera, the Lord of Wealth. Among Vasus I am Agni, and of mountains I am Meru. Commentary. The Rudras are 11. Hara, Bahurupa, Triambaka, Aparajita, Ushakapi, Shambhu, Kapardi, Raivata, Mrugavyada, Sarva, Kapali. Vasus are 8. Dhara, Dhruva, Soma, Ahu, Amila, Anala, Pratyusha, Prabhasa. The 8 Vasus are mentioned in the Adiparva of Mahabharata. 24th sloka. Purodhasam cha mukyam mam vidhi partha bruhaspatim senani manamaham skandha sarasamasmi sagaraha. Substance. O Arjuna, among the household priests, know me as the chief Bruhaspati. Among generals, I am Skanda. Among lakes, I am the ocean. Commentary. Chief prominence and excellence are the chief marks of the divine. 25th sloka. Maharshinam Bhruguraham Giramasmye Kamaksharam Yajnanam Japayagnosmi Stavaranam Himalayaha. Substance. Among the great rishis I am Bhrugu. Among words I am the one syllable Om Pranava. Among sacrifices I am the sacrifice of silent repetition Japa. Among immovable objects I am the Himalayas. Commentary. Ekamaksharam. Though there are thousands of words, yet the single syllable Om Pranava is the Lord Himself. He is the Pranava. The sanctity and the divinity of this syllable Om is declared many times in the scriptures. It is the greatest purifier. It is the sound symbol of Brahman. Its repetition removes all sins. Contemplation of its meaning and significance leads to moksha. Of what avail is it to waste the precious breath of life in endless talking of 1,000 useless and undesirable matters? May all the seekers take to Pranava with faith and thereby derive the highest spiritual reward. Japayagnosmi. The Lord declares that He is the sacrifice of silent repetition, Japa, among the sacrifices. The sacred power of Japayagna is thus proved by the Lord Himself. It is the most powerful act of sacrifice. All the impurities, vicious tendencies, violent passions are removed by Japayagna. Other sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas are difficult to perform for the common man because they require wealth, labor, and the help of many people. But nothing is needed for this Japayagna. Everyone can do it. There are several mantras mentioned in the scriptures. For Japa, the seeker can choose any one of them and perform this sacrifice to his heart's content with ease and facility. The Lord is pleased with this yajna. Nay, it is the Lord Himself. Let all the aspirants carry on this yajna for self-purification and attain self-realization. 26th sloka. Ashwatha sarva vrikshanam devarshinam cha naradaha gandharvanam chitrarataha siddhanam kapilo munihi. Substance. Among all trees I am Ashwatha, and among the divine rishis I am Narada. Among Gandharvas I am Chitraratha, among Siddhas I am the sage Kapila. Commentary. The sanctity and the miraculous power of this Ashwatha tree is mentioned in the Puranas. The Ashwatha is very embodiment of Vishnu from the roots to the leaves. Its fruits are hari. Under its shade great souls reside. Those who seek shelter under it are blessed with fulfillment of all their desires. They derive spiritual benefit and divine virtues. Therefore, people worship this tree in various ways. It is also used for medicinal purposes. 27th Sloka. Uchchaishravasamassvanam viddhi mam amrutobhavam airavatam gajendranam naranam cha naradhipam. Substance. Among horses know me as Uchchaishravas, born of nectar, among lordly elephants as Airavata, and among men as the king. Commentary. Uchchaishravam and Airavata were born when the ocean of milk was churned by the Devas and the Dhanavas in the ancient times. 28th Sloka. Ayudhanamaham vajram dhenunam kamaduk प्रजनश्चास्मि कंदर्पः सर्पानामस्मि वासुकिः. Substance. Among weapons I am thunderbolt. Among cows I am Kamadhenu. I am Manmadha among the progenitors. And among serpents I am Vasuki. 29th Sloka. Anantaschasmi naganam varuno yadasamaham pitrunam aryama chasmi yamaha samyamatamaham. Substance. I am Ananta among Nagas. I am Varuna among water deities. I am Ayama among the Pitrus. Among controllers I am Yama, the lord of death. Commentary. The Nagas are different from the serpents. The Nagas have many heads, but they are devoid of poison. The serpents have only one head, but they are poisonous. 30th Sloka. प्रह्लादश्चास्मि दैत्यानां कालः कलयतामहं मृगाणां च मृगेन्द्रोऽहं वैनतेयश्च पक्षिणाम्. Substance. Among Daityas I am Prahlada. Among reckoners I am Time. Among beasts I am the lion, the lord of beasts. And among birds I am Garuda, the son of Vinata. Commentary. Prahlada is a Daitya, born in the race of Asuras as the son of Hiranyakashipa, the king of Daityas, who denied the very existence of God and conquered the whole world by his power. And yet all the power of Hiranyakashipu was of no avail when he had to deal with his own little child Prahlada, who was born with Brahmagnana by the grace of Narada. The Daitya king tried all weapons at his command to kill Prahlada, but nothing could destroy the child who was one with the Lord himself. So, the Lord here declares that he is Prahlada among the Daityas. In the supreme state of bhakti, the devotee and the Lord are one. Though the child was born in the demonical race, yet he could attain divinity and perfection. So, race and birth are of no importance in spiritual enlightenment. Everyone can seek for it and find it by the very purity of his heart and the intensity of his devotion. The Lord is time, the reckoner. Time embodies all actions and brings forth their efforts inevitably. Time is precious, and the seekers have to use it most carefully for their self purification and spiritual advancement. We find that beasts and birds are mentioned among the highest manifestations of the Lord. Gajendra is an elephant, Garuda is a bird, and yet they could attain divinity by their devotion. Will it then be anything impossible for rational man to attain the highest state? Turning away from the material things of momentary nature, let all men realize the divinity of their real self.